Hi, Luna.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
How old are you?
10?
10?
Yeah.
So tell me about when you first found out that you had diabetes.
Well, when I first found out I had diabetes was pretty scary because we didn't know because I was just really tired and sick and I was losing a lot of weight. So my mom took me to the hospital and she thought I just had the flu. And they took a lot of blood work and they gave me a lot of pokes. So I had band-aids all over my fingers right here and right here, but not on my pinkies because I was too scared to do my pinkies, so I didn't really have a choice.
Hmm.
Um, and then they took me, they put me in an ambulance and drove me to the hospital. And then they said, your daughter has diabetes. And my mom got really scared, and so did my dad. And then they gave my mom and dad this giant book of how to take care of diabetes. But then Miss Meadow came in and taught them how to take care of type 1 diabetes.
Hmm. And you just told me that you were scared to poke your finger, and now you're doing it all the time.
Yeah.
You're a bit braver now, I bet.
Mhm.
How have you become braver? Can you tell me about that?
Uh, First, I was just trying to do it with ice instead to numb it up. But then I started doing it every day with my parents and band-aids. But then I did it by myself and it felt better doing it by myself.
Hmm.
And then I started getting braver at doing it.
So tell me, you went to a conference a while back. Where'd you go? You went to Florida? Ever?
Hmm.
What was that like?
I went to Orlando, Florida to help with Elevate and to help with kids like me.
Hmm. What was that like? Tell me about what you did.
Let's see. We went to Disney World and I met my friend Kendallin and I also saw a bunch of new champions that I haven't seen before, and I saw new friends, and hmm, I met new friends, and I also saw Miss Asia. She is one of the Children's Miracle Network helpers. She's one of me and Kendall's best friends. We like to jump scare her a lot, which is really funny.
Hmm. What was it? So you were one of the kids chosen from all across the country.
Hmm.
What does that mean to you?
It means a lot to me, and I really like doing this because it is really fun, and I like to meet all the other new cool champions out there.
Hmm. You're at this camp right now, which
Yeah.
is with other kids like you.
Hmm.
What's that like?
It's really cool because I just met another girl that has type 1 diabetes, and there's other kids that also have type 1 diabetes here.
Hmm.
And they also teach us how to take care of yourself in new ways, and if you have gluten disease too.
Hmm. Yeah, so you also have celiac.
Yes.
So tell me about living with that.
Well, if you have celiac disease, that means you can't eat wheat or bread. So there's a kid in my group who also has celiac disease. So today I'm gonna bring him some gluten-free Cheez-Its.
Have you seen others that live like you do get hope from you or be inspired by you?
Yes.
What's that like?
Uh, I I feel bad for them, but I also want them to be happy because diabetes can also be a good thing because I want them to be proud of it, and you can have cute stickers, you can put cute little over patches and little cases on them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You don't have to show me, but tell me about what yours has. It's special, right?
Yeah, mine has little smiley faces and flowers on them.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Why'd you do that?
because I don't want to hide mine from everybody's. I just want it to be out there because I don't want to be shy and stuff.
Hmm. I'll tell you that.
Uh, well, I learned that diabetes can also be a really hard thing, but it can also be pretty easy once you get really used to it.
Okay, anything else you want to say?
That if there are some signs to diabetes that if you're really tired, you're sleeping a lot, uh, if you're losing weight, or if you have been going to the restroom a lot. And please donate to Children's Miracle Network. Bye.
Luna was diagnosed March 31st, 2023. It is an anniversary that we don't necessarily want, but something that we will always remember. She had been sick a lot for nearly 2 years. She caught every single bug that came through. Um, and that was part of the reason. Yeah, she missed a lot of school. But that's part of the reason that we missed it, that she was testing positive for the flu or for strep. We never ran a blood test. So we had just moved and we tried a new hospital. We went to Christus Trinity Mother Francis, and they asked if they could run a blood test on her, maybe see if she had mono or the flu again. And they came back and said, well, she doesn't have that, but you know she has type 1 diabetes, right?
No.
No. I did not know that. And they took her to the main hospital in Tyler, and she was admitted for a couple of days. And it was a rough one, but we've learned to manage since then.
Yes. Where'd y'all move from?
We moved from Terrell.
Terrell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Walk me through since then. I mean, how'd you find out that? How'd you get involved with the Miracle program?
Well, it just so happens that right after she was diagnosed, they started Camp 903. And Dr. Meadows asked if it was something that we would be interested in attending. We said absolutely. It was the first year they did it, and there was only 11 children. And she met her best friend McKenna there and her other friend KK there. It was the start of something beautiful. And while we were there, they snapped some pictures and stuff, and I didn't quite know a whole lot about Children's Miracle Network. But our second year here at Yogi Bear Camp, I ran into Christina Mosier, where we just got to talking. We hit it off, and she asked me some questions about Luna, and she was sneaky. She said, hey, can you come down to our office? We would like to maybe just run something on Facebook about Luna, just a quick story. And that's when she asked if we would like to be 2025's local champion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then that was pretty cool. And then she got catapulted to a whole nother level. What was your reaction to that?
It's insane. Everything that has happened to us, it's just been truly a miracle. A miracle. Children's Miracle Network. That works.
Yeah.
It's been so God-given. It turned something that was very scary for her. She didn't want anybody to see her CGM. She didn't want anybody to know that she had diabetes. To be around a camp with a bunch of kids who are just like her, she's now loud and proud about it. And getting to do it on a national level is more than we could ever ask for. About a month after she was diagnosed, I asked God, I said, please give us a way to advocate for diabetes. I want every child to get an A1C test at their yearly visit. It's not that hard. It's just a finger poke. And God didn't just open up a window, but he busted down a door in a way that we were not ready for, but absolutely grateful for.
Yeah. Tell me briefly about what y'all did in Orlando.
So Orlando, what used to be called Children's Hospital Weeks, it's where they get all of their Children's Miracle Network employees, their managers, and their partners together for a couple days, where they do a conference and we get amped up and ready to start fundraising. What we really got to do that was special is we got to speak in front of Panda Express employees and tell them how awesome they are for raising money for things like the Panda Care Center of Hope. When Luna's in the hospital, it's not always the funnest. You gotta be attached to machines and you're sick and you don't feel great. And she's been admitted a couple times, but her Panda Care Center of Hope. Yeah, maybe more than a couple of times. But her Panda Care Center of Hope is a place that she goes to that she can craft and forget that she's in the hospital. So being able to tell Panda Express employees face to face what their donations do for kids like her was really, really special. And she even got to get up and tell them thank you. And it was really special because she got to stand in front of the Panda Express employees and tell them just how much her Panda Care Center of Hope means to her. She did get a little teary eyed. It was very sweet, but I can tell you that every single person there really saw the impact of what that they're doing. It's amazing.
Tell me about this place in the camp and how Luna was telling me how just it's so cool to be around other kids that are like her.
It is really cool. It's local, so all the kids here are local, and she's able to be around a bunch of kids who are also wearing CGMs or wearing pumps. And a CGM is a glucose monitor, so what's really funny is if one of them goes low or one of them goes high, every person is like, who is it? Who is it? Is that me? Is that you? What's going on? Her two little friends that she met, they even talked about following each other on the Dexcom follow app, and that they could call each other and tell it, hey, your blood sugar's low, you need to eat some candy. And that's a special bond that she can't have with other kids.
And we even made with me, Madison, and McKenna. We made our own diabetes group chat together.
That's fantastic.
It is.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, it is. It's so special. And just to line up all the phones and know that you need to track the kids. And, you know, she misses out on activities a lot. There's times at school where she has to get pulled out of recess, or she can't do the fun things because her blood sugar's low.
It's like always where I only miss the fun stuff and I have to go out on the boring stuff.
Yeah.
Or
But-
just watching plants grow.
Watching plants grow.
Or watching paint dry.
But at least here there's somebody else that will be probably sitting right next to her waiting for their blood sugar to come up, watching paint dry too, right?
Yeah. One last thing I want to ask you, Mom, is, you know, Luna said that, you know, when they pricked her finger the first time, she was so scared, and now, you know, she's doing it like every day. Like, how have you seen her growth with all of this?
Oh, she's resilient in a way that you would just never expect a child to have to be. One of the most defining moments that we had was about 2 weeks in, after we'd been doing insulin and finger pokes and shots nonstop. She said, "Mom, when am I going to be done with this? When is this over?" And to have to explain to her that this will never be over for her, she took it in stride, and she's just gotten so much better at it. She can take IVs and shots and needles and everything that comes at her better than most adults that I've met. She's amazing. Amazing. She's taught us to be strong. I will not get any single poke or blood work and even flinch because I know that she wouldn't.
Cool. Anything else? Anything I'm missing?
Donate to Children's Miracle Network.
Yes.